That's how you salvage one. That's how you take one. Mets win 4-2. I almost said 4-3 over the St. Louis Cardinals in the third game. That's where the 3 was in my mind about. In the third game here of the series, as they unfortunately lost the series to the Cardinals, which we recapped the 2 losses in the last video. But you had to get a win. You had to get at least one. You could not get swept here, and they almost did. But a huge game for the Mets, and they finally get a starting pitcher to not only go 7 innings, but 8 innings, and it felt like they're about to do the most Mets thing ever, where they finally get a bunch of innings from their starting pitcher, and then they just ultimately lose the game anyway because they do not have offense. Stop me if you've heard that movie before, a la Jacob deGrom, no, we're not even going to go down that rabbit hole. I'm in a good mood after this and the next win. So we're going to talk about this. Before we do, leave a like on the video if you do enjoy. Subscribe if you guys are new, especially if you're Met fans, and turn on your notifications so you know when I upload or go live on the channel. What a unbelievable game. And you just had Quintana deal today. And listen, he didn't even get a lot of strikeouts in this one at all, but he pitched a very good game in terms of just getting the big outs that he needed to. You get Francisco Lindor making some big plays at short. You're getting the defense in general. The defense had his back. The defense had his back through this game at points as well. And a lot of it is him just pitching really good. 1 walk allowed. He only allowed 3 hits in this one. Again, going 8 innings. This is what this pitching staff has needed. And it's even more important that he did that in a game that went 12 innings. I'm not quite sure, or 11 innings, almost went 12. Because I'm not quite sure the Mets win this game if it went either any further or if they had to use more pitchers earlier on in the game. Because Edwin Diaz nails today as well. How about him getting 2 punch-outs? Reed Garrett's still a dog. I don't care that he allowed the run. It was the ghost runner. He's still a dog. But with the way that this offense scored runs, you gotta love that Lindor got a home run. You gotta love the fact as well that Harrison Bader might just be Juan Lagares 2.0, like I've been talking about. He just simply is Juan Lagares 2.0, I should say. And he gets the clutch hit at the end, and then that ends up tying the game up. And Mark Vientos, I will forever be a Mark Vientos truther. I do not care if he ends up being off the team. I will be a Vientos truther till the day that I am in the grave. Even when I'm in the grave, just know when I'm in the grave, when I'm buried 6 feet under, 10 feet under, whatever it is, I forgot how much it is. Regardless, when I'm buried under, just know that I'm going to be thinking about Mark Vientos' walk-off home run in Game 27 against the St. Louis Cardinals in a meaningless April game. That's what I'm going to be thinking about in my grave. And it was just beautiful. I thought he was going to get robbed because the Cardinals defense all game, Brendan Donovan, anytime a ball was hit to him, he was catching it. Robbed Tyrone Taylor, robbed Tomas Nido. I think I'm forgetting a couple others, but just robbing guys nonstop. And I'm not going to lie that it was infuriating watching the Mets have a couple of uncompetitive ABs, and then that one inning where you had Vientos pitch hit in the first place, got the hit. Martinez can't really do anything with it. And then you have Nido go 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts still, despite the good contact on one of them. DJ Stewart, a little bit rough of a day at the plate. Went 1 for 4 and had a walk, so not terrible, but not the best performance. Tyrone Taylor with an 0-4. Alonso with an 0-4, even though he had 3 walks at least, which was good. Nimmo with an 0-4. It was tough to watch the offense at times, especially because of the fact that they had 16 runners in scoring position, and they still were not able to get the timely hit in this game. And that's been the thing with the Mets for God knows how long at this rate, right? But what matters is they got the offense when they got the offense in the clutch, and they got the W there at the end of the day. Simple as that. And I'm glad that they were able to do it, especially against a pitcher like Lance Lynn, who isn't actually good. He's not actually good. Even though he's having a solid year, you got to beat a guy like Lance Lynn. And the Mets did that. And now that puts them above 500 yet again. That was another reason that this was so important. You cannot go below 500 again. I don't even want to talk about this team below 500 ever again for the rest of the season, at the very least, until they need to tear things down and rebuild entirely. I do not want to talk about this team below 500. Simple as that. Or, game 1 of a season. I don't know. I'm just spitballing here. I'm going off the rails, but regardless, Lindor getting that clutch home run there. Much needed for him. And I'm hoping that he gets going. I'm really hoping that this is something that gets him going. I know I'm saying it every single time he does something, but at some point, one of these hits has to be the one, right? At some point. But loved Harrison Bader's performance. Loved Mark Vientos most of all. Going 2 for 2. And most importantly, I loved Jose Quintana's performance, which I actually do want to see the Savant page for the game and see what it looked like for Jose Quintana in this outing. Because I'll be honest, I was a little more dialed in on the Knicks. Like, I don't think that there's any way to, I'm not going to pretend here and say that I was dialed in on the Mets watching this entire game. But yeah, his stuff was just so good today. And that's what was needed. That is what was needed. But that is going to be it for me. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm sorry for keeping it brief again when I'm locked in on the playoffs. It's hard to keep up with this, but I'm trying my best to still get some form of recap up here on the channel for you guys so I don't leave this abandoned. But thank you guys so much for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you guys are new, especially if you're Met fans. Turn on your notifications so you know I upload or go live on the channel next. I'll see you guys in the next one.